What's good, y'all? It's the Maker Manager here, checking in for another entry in my Getting Lean series, man. So today I'm actually gonna record my pull workout for you guys. It's the first pull workout that I'm gonna get recorded. So pretty much I'm just doing back and biceps and traps. I already feel a little bit of a pump, man. Ooh, somebody growing. Random. I got this whole entire like little kit when I first got this camera. I haven't used this shit once, so I'm about to actually use some of the cleanest stuff. Get that shit off the camera, man. Yeah, wow, I look orange. Anyway, time for the workout. What's good, y'all? So today I started out this pull workout with some bent over barbell rows, man. 255 pounds. Just make sure when you do this that you have your hip hinge right. And that you go down at least to a 45-degree angle and pull your elbows back. I had to form check myself after this set because on the second rep there, I kind of shrugged it a little bit. When you're doing rows, you want to make sure that you're not really shrugging it, because you know that's why a lot of people don't complain about feeling it, in their traps a little bit when they do the heavier rows. You just gotta have a mind muscle connection and control it, man. And that's why I like these videos. I like to go back and check myself. If you can record yourself, you should do that. It's kind of like looking at game film if you ever play football. So this was superset. I had to run across the gym, and I superset it with some rope straight on pushdowns. Definitely the best back isolation exercise that you could possibly do. I like to do it with the rope because it's a lot harder than doing it with the bar, and I feel it a lot more. You can go a little bit further back, get a little bit better for contraction, man. So that's what I really recommend those. And if you want to try this back superset out, you're going to feel it from the top to the bottom.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Zuzi on the track.
Alright, man, so next up I did 3 sets of 3 reps of deadlifts with 205 pounds, and pretty much the goal of this is just to be as explosive as possible. I decided to do this because I already had the barbell out, I already had it loaded, I had the free space, and I decided to make this a part of my program because I'm trying to build my deadlift right now. Doing a program where pretty much I'm going to have one day like this where I just do a few sets explosively just to build power generation to pull it off the floor. And then I'm going to have my heavy days where I'm doing 5 sets of, however many reps I'm trying to do. I think it's typically 5 sets of 8 reps with 80% of your 1 rep max. And then 5 sets of 5 reps with 85% of your 1 rep max. And then 5 sets of 3 reps with 95% of your 1 rep max, and then going back to the beginning and see how much stronger you got. So I'm trying to do this to build my deadlift right now. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give you guys updates, man. All right. So after that, my lats are fatigued, but I decided lately I wanted to get a little bit of body weight work and pull up work in there, just to get my lats a little bit stronger. Hopefully get them a little bit wider too. So I decided to put in some weighted chin ups right here. So I did as many as I could with the 35 pound. I could do a lot more if I was fresh, but I like to do it fatigue because if I could do it fatigue, then I'll be able to do it when I'm fresh. So that's my mindset behind a lot of this stuff. That's why I like working on supersets. That's why I like doing a lot of volume because it allows me to push through the fatigue so that when I'm fresh, I'm able to do a lot more. And all this was superset with lat pulldowns. I was using the mag grip right here. I like this grip versus the other one because it really forces you, I think I said it before, it forces you to squeeze your elbows in. You really feel it a lot more in your lats when you do that. So you just want to make sure that you're squeezing your elbows in, pulling it all the way down, getting that full contraction, man. You will feel lat pull downs. If you don't feel it, then you're probably messing up a little bit. So recently, I guess I realized that I need to add a little bit more volume for my back training in order just to get my back sore and really, fatigue it like I want to, like on my other body parts. So I decided to add in 2 to 3 sets of dumbbell pullovers on each one of my pull days, and pretty much I'm just gonna have one day heavy like this one, and then the other day I'm gonna do more reps of lighter weight, pretty much just to get 2 different feels, hit different muscle fibers. So pretty much this is one of the classic bodybuilding techniques for chest and back, and depending how you position your arms, pretty much decides which one you're gonna hit primarily. So I found out from a video that if you point your elbows out like I'm doing, you're gonna get a lot more lat when you do this movement. And I actually realized the difference with that. Here's me struggling with the weight. I forgot. When you do this, you want to put the weight upright instead of on the side. I almost snapped my damn shoulder up. But anyway, you point your elbows out, you're gonna get more lat activation. And it actually makes sense, especially when you try it and you feel it. And then if you tuck your elbows in, you're gonna get a little bit more chest. So this is a great move. I really recommend it. If you've never done it before, it's really gonna get you a good back gain. So try it out. Alright, so I finished up back, did 5 minutes of cardio, and then I moved on over to start my bicep supersets out. So right here, I'm doing incline dumbbell curls with 30 pounds right here, 15 to 20 reps, pretty high rep sets. I believe in high reps for most arm movements. I will do a heavy one here and there, but typically you will see me doing high reps just because I believe that I hurt my wrist a long time ago doing heavy barbell curls. And I fucked my elbows up doing heavy tricep movements, well, overhead movements. So I decided to lighten the weight on a lot of stuff. And actually, it's to my benefit. You know, you get a much better pump, and actually, I've seen a lot of growth and strength increase. So I know when you're doing this, you really want to keep your head back. I kind of like to look in the mirror to make sure that I'm doing things right, make sure I'm contracting properly and keeping my elbows where they are. So this was superset with some preacher curls, and lately I got a tip from Jeff Cavalier over at Athlete X. Pretty much, he calls it metabolic stress training, where pretty much you train when you're doing the reps, you pretty much shorten the range of motion. So what I do is I combine that with my own training. So I go to failure here, and then you're gonna see me doing like half reps. Pretty much what that's doing is preventing the muscle from fully lengthening and letting the blood get out. So you're literally just pumping blood into your muscle and squeezing it more and more, and just making it fill up with more blood until you just really can't take the pump anymore. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So right here, see me doing those half reps, really just pumping more blood into the muscle, not letting it get out, and my bicep felt like it was about to pop. So try it out. Alright, man. So my next superset was barbell curls. Went kind of heavy for this one. I like to do it when I'm fatigued, so I don't have to do as much weight. I just make sure that I control it the whole entire time. Mainly, this is because I can't do it with a straight bar anymore because of the wrist problem that I have. Because I believe that a long time ago I fucked my wrist up doing heavy barbell curls. After research I did, I came to a conclusion that's what it was. So I do it when I'm fatigued, and then that's when I can use weight that limits me to a certain rep range. Remember, your muscles don't know how much weight you lift in; they just know how hard it is. Okay, so I hit the rep range that I wanted to. Make sure I controlled it pretty much the whole time, not letting the weight slam you around. Okay, so after that, I moved into some Zottman curls with pretty light weight, but definitely for high reps. And Zottman curls are probably one of the best bicep exercises because it actually brings in the full function of your bicep. So try this: take your arm like you're doing a bicep curl, curl up, and then also turn your wrist like I am. And what you're gonna notice is that your bicep moves again, and it pretty much contracts more. So that's pretty much, the justification for this. It brings in that extra, little contraction that hits those muscle fibers that most other exercises cannot hit, okay? So definitely try this out. It's the unsung hero of bicep exercises, man. So I know that you're going to like it. You're going to get a crazy pump from it. Definitely get some growth. So try it out. All right, man. So this is just the last portion of my workout. I was doing my trap work. I did this 4-minute muscle right here, which I'm going to explain right after this in the next clip if you don't remember what it is. And I also did some dumbbell shrug Tabatas. All right. So I definitely like to switch between these two. I do different movements just to hit my traps in a lot of different ways, man. Definitely get that good growth, and I definitely see them rising up. So stay tuned. I'm going to explain this in a minute. But that's my workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, man, so that's pretty much my whole workout. What you saw just now, I did a 4-minute muscle for Smith machine shrugs, and pretty much it's 4 minutes you versus the weights, trying to get at least 40 reps. Every time you hit failure, you take a 20-second break and get right back at it. And the weight that you use, you get between 15 and 19 on the first set, and that should give you a crazy pump. And honestly, it's helped a lot for my trapping element, so I really recommend it. After that, I did seated dumbbell shrug Tabatas. I didn't want to film that. It would take up too much battery, take up too much fucking time. But other than that, I got some cardio left. So what I've been doing is this week, I'm pretty much double my cardio. So I'm doing 5 minutes in between body parts, or 5.5 minutes in between body parts, and then 10 minutes at the end of my workout of hit cardio. So really starting to kick it into gear now and really get this fat loss going. So I'm about to go through this 10 minutes. I'm holler at y'all. Whew. Alright, man, that was a great workout. It's hot as fuck outside. Whew. But anyway, that's one of my pull days. I have 6 workouts that I do during the week, and all 6 of the workouts are actually different, so it keeps things, I would say, pretty interesting, and I don't really get bored of it, and then I change the weight every single week for every exercise. So always trying to progress. So this week was kind of heavy, and next week's gonna be really heavy and also ultra light, and then I'm gonna jump back to the first rep range and see how much stronger I got. So let me know what you think about the video, man. I hope you liked the video, man. Don't forget to like the video, man. Don't forget to share it, hit that subscribe button, and I'ma holla at y'all, man. Make a man out.